Handelsbanken Inggris. Di bawahnya Telia. Okay, let's start again. Next.
Okay, I think we should start it again. We still have two speakers. One of the reasons why I put the questions, how many of you have decided to run a business, is because the next will be Pak Kadri. Pak Kadri, I don't know how many years has you been working at Handelsbanken, but I can say as a professional working here in Sweden. So probably Pak Kadri can share your experience, how being a professional here in Sweden.
Well, thank you, Mas Dedi. I don't think I can answer all your questions. And I'm not in the banking business, but still I'm a banking employee. I'm a proud banking employee. I'm working with the IT system in the Handelsbanken. But please, now I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Kadri Hanafia. In Swedish, they call me Kadri Chanafia instead. And I'm a master degree. I have a master degree in civil engineering. But as I said, I'm a bank employee. And I work at the central IT department at Handelsbanken. Now I would like to talk about Handelsbanken. It's take probably 10 minutes. Handelsbanken is a very interesting bank, and if you want to run business in Sweden, then you need a good bank as one of partner. And Handelsbanken has a philosophy. It's a strongly decentralized organization, and in Handelsbanken, the branch is the bank. It's not the headquarters or the IT department, but the branch. And Handelsbanken is based on the customer's requirements, not individual products as Skandia Banken, for example. They have two account type, and they focus on those products. But Handelsbanken is based on the customer's requirements. Profitability always has higher priority than volumes. A long-term approach, one of the philosophy of the bank. And we have branches where our customers live and active. You can find a branch in Stockholm, for example. Handelsbanken branch, but not SE Banken or other banks. And local branches have overall business responsibility for their customers. If you don't get loan from the branch in Stockholm, it doesn't help if you call the president of the Handelsbanken, because they decided to give you loan or not to give you. founded in 1871. Higher profitability than the other major Swedish banks for 39 years running. One of the most cost-effective listed universal banks in Europe. And lower loan losses than other major banks. More satisfied customers than any other major banks.
economy in the university in Umeå, and I didn't know anything about what I wanted to do when I grew up, so just happened to end up with a very successful company that was small at the time, and that was Ericsson Radio Systems, when there was no mobile phones. So I was really lucky. So I started working there in 1981 in the finance department, and I hated every second of it, and was very lucky to get work abroad. I went to Iraq in the next year in '82. So I was working to chase money from Saddam Hussein, and that was the start of my professional life. So after staying there for 2 years, I did not want to stay in Sweden anymore. I wanted to travel, and so I managed to get a job selling mobile telephone systems for Ericsson Radio, which was just started at the time. And so from 1985 until almost when I finished in Ericsson in 2001, I was traveling mostly in Asia, but also some other countries. So I was really happy to do that. I lived for 4 years in Indonesia also during that time. So I have been really lucky. I did not really deserve that much luck, but that was it was very good for me. But after 20 years in a company called like Ericsson, you learn a lot of processes, how to approach companies, how to live in different cultures, how to do business with different cultures, and that is very important. So, but also it is when you're working in a company like Ericsson, you're not supposed to do so many things that maybe you think yourself. You have to follow the company regulations and what is the target this year, and very often becomes maybe I thought sub-optimizing a lot of things. So the suit becomes a little bit too small, and then that's why I left Ericsson, and I started working in a company called SNET, selling lottery systems, government lottery type of systems, for 5 years, I think. And that was a totally different story. We hardly had a product. That they didn't spend much time on developing the product. It was more like dressing up an old company to introduce on the stock exchange. So that was also an experience. It ended by an American company buying SNET, and we all got fired by the American company basically, because they didn't want to set up their business in Europe, in Sweden. They wanted to do it in Austria. So we got fired. We got, as Ulf Schubert said, if you hire someone in Sweden, you are stuck with them. So we got a good deal. So I got 1 year salary to just leave. Fine, I can do that. And I always wanted to try my own luck. So that's the time when we started Global Action in 2006. And it was lucky for me because as a consequence of this American company buying SNET, there was a contract in Israel that nobody wanted to have. It was the Americans hated it, and the former owners also hated that contract. It was a very difficult customer, and basically impossible to fulfill the contract. But there was a separate company set up to handle that. It was like collecting all of the risks in one company. And then I said, I can take care of that. So as a part of my consultancy in Global Action, I took the Bet IT business into, and that was basically the Israel contract, into Global Action. So we was running that with, we were about 5 people at the most, I think. A few support engineers and finance manager, myself and Annik with the economy. some other things. You maybe know Nada Danielsson. She was also working with us for a while. She did the project with the Eskilstuna Zoo to get the Komodo lizard into the zoo, which was also successful in a way, but the zoo wanted to go another way anyway. Yeah. I was doing another project where we wanted to, or another company wanted to retrieve equipment that went to, had been sold to a bankrupt company in Sri Lanka. They didn't get the money, but they wanted the equipment back, so we did that, and that was also successful. We got the equipment back. Yeah. So a little bit, Globe Action is a consultancy for Mission Impossible projects. So that's the. So far, been quite lucky, and the problem is to find these impossible missions that are possible in the end to succeed with. It's not. You have to take a big risk, and that is the danger for us in Globe Action, taking a lot of risk, because normally you end up if the company your principal cannot afford to pay you anymore, and you just have to wait for the money coming in the end if you are successful. But so far so good. The other thing is, how do you market yourself? Because these kind of projects, nobody would want to advertise that kind of projects anyway. But what we want to do, we do longer projects, like 6 months to the longest project so far is 3 years, I think, something like that. And at the moment, I'm working as a consultant for a company called C2SAT, selling stabilized satellite antennas for maritime vessels, for ships. And I work. Did I say I'm working with the sales there? I'm setting up the distribution organization and doing the sales basically for them together with some other employees in the company. What I would like to do in the future is that we find more structure in Globe Action, so that we have maybe service products, but they have to be more better specified. It's not easy to market a Mission Impossible product, basically. So that's where we have to develop in the long term. I don't know if it makes sense to you. This is Globe Action anyway. We have a website called globeaction.com, so you can go there. Unfortunately, we have taken down basically all the pictures now, because we were hit by a legal firm in the UK, so they wanted money for the pictures, so we had to pay something and just took down everything for security reasons. But it says something about the reference we have. But I said a little bit about why do you want to start your own business, and there is different reasons for it. Some people like Ulf Schubert, he has a good product, and I think you also have your idea of building up, start to market your own product, and that is really great if you can have that. From my own perspective, I come from another way. I just wanted to be my own and try to do business on my own. No, we don't have any product really. So there is the advantage of setting up my own company then in 2006 was that I was going to get 1 year salary without doing anything. And if I took another job, I would add another salary on my own income and basically pay 55–60% to the government out of that. So from my perspective, it was much better to start a company. I don't have to pay myself any salary, so I can save the money in the company. And there is a lot of different ways to store your income in the company. You have to pay tax if you make a profit, but still there is different ways to save your money until later. and that is what we did with Global Action from the beginning. And it's also a possibility when you have varying income level from the company, you can save it until a rainy day. Okay, I think I exhausted my topics now. So if you want to ask questions, please feel free to do that.
Any questions? Probably? No?
You have spent all your questions already.
We'll have more questions. Can just 5 minutes. Maybe we already know that I just want to make sure that everybody knows each other. So I want to the student to tell the audience what they are doing right now, or whether they have business running out. Like for instance, Vira is like an event organizer. She has been.
Okay,
that's
so
right.
we should focus to Mas first.
So, well,
Okay.
there was no question.
No, but we need to.
Oh yeah, so we'll do that after Mas all finish.
Sorry. I thought that Rizal will come up with
No,
questions.
I thought I was finished. So
But one thing that I have,
Yep.
I have my own questions actually. Mas Ulf always said about lucky and luck. Luck and luck. How important luck in business, and how to balance between luck, experience, and risk?
Yeah.
Based on experience.
I think it's like the athletes that say that the more I train, the more lucky I get. So the better you do your homework, of course, you improve your chances of having luck. When I moved to Stockholm and got the job selling mobile systems, that was luck because I didn't know who I started working for, and that is one big break. But as you do, the more you work, the harder you work, and the more chances you have of having luck. And it's the same if you're applying for a job. The more applications you send out, the more chances you have. That is true. When it comes to business and luck, and when you want to start, I think it's good to be cautious, not spending your money. I mean, it's very easy. You get a good, you get lucky first, and you spend your your income already. Keep it, because you might need it later on anyway.
Why that is important? Probably somehow, for me at least, we have